Hi, I'm Suheli Ray, and I'll be auditioning for the part of Pitti Sing. Sit with downcast eye, let it brim with dew. Try if you can cry, we will do so too. When your summons start, like a frightened roe, flutter little heart, colors come and go. Modesty at marriage tide will becomes a pretty bride. Modesty at marriage tide will becomes a pretty bride. He shivered and shook as he gave the sign for the stroke he didn't deserve, when all of a sudden his eye met mine, and it seemed to brace his nerve. For he nodded his head and kissed his hand, the sultan hair did he, for the sad ray drew cut cleanly through his cervical vertebrae, his vertebrae. When a man's afraid, a beautiful maid is a cheering sight to see. But it's so I'm glad that moment sad was soothed by sight of me.
And yet he fled, and is now masquerading in this town disguised as a second trombone.
A second trombone?
Yes, would it be troubling you too much if I asked you to produce him? He goes by the name of Nanky Poo. Nanky Poo. It's quite easy, that is. It's rather difficult. In point of fact, he's gone abroad. Gone abroad? His address? Nightsdale. What's the matter? See here. His name, Nanky Poo, beheaded this morning. Oh, where shall I find another? Where shall I find another? Dear, 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 this is very tiresome. My poor fellow. In your anxiety to carry out my wishes, you have beheaded the heir to the throne of Japan. I beg to offer an unqualified apology. I desire to associate myself with that expression of regret.
We really hadn't the least notion.
Of course you hadn't. How could you? Come, come, my good fellow. Don't distress yourself. It was no fault of yours. If a man exalted rank chooses to disguise himself as a second trombone, he must take the consequences. It really distresses me to see you take on so. I've no doubt he thoroughly deserved all he got. We are infinitely obliged to your majesty.
Much obliged, your majesty.
Very much obliged, your majesty. Obliged? Not a bit. Don't mention it. How could you tell? No, of course we couldn't. Tell who the gentleman really was.
It wasn't written on his forehead, you know.
It might have been on his pocket handkerchief, but Japanese don't use pocket handkerchiefs. Ha 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 ha. I forget the punishment for compassing the death of the heir apparel.
Punishment?
Yes, something lingering with boiling oil in it, I fancy. Something of that sort. I think boiling oil occurs in it, but I'm not sure. I know it's something humorous, but lingering with either boiling oil or melted lead. Come, come, don't fret. I'm not a bit angry. If you, Majesty, will accept our assurance, we had no idea. Of course.
I knew nothing about it.
I wasn't there. That's the pathetic part of it. Unfortunately, the fool of an act says compassing the death of the heir apparent. There's not a word about a mistake.
No!
Or not knowing. No. Or having no notion.
No!
Or not being there. No. There should be, of course.
Yes!
But there isn't.
Oh!
That's the slovenly way in which these acts are always drawn. However, cheer up. It'll be all right. I'll have it altered next session. Now let's see about your execution. Will after luncheon suit you? Can you wait till then?
Oh yes, we can wait till then.
Then we'll make it after luncheon. I don't want any lunch. I'm really very sorry for you all, but it's an unjust world and virtue is triumph only in theatrical performances.